So it looks like he's got a 20-pound cylinder with a regulator, and it looks like he's got a outside quick connect. Why would you do that? There are better ways of doing that. Now, the LP system is a gas-tight system. So could you, would you, should you do it that way? So here's what I would say to that. If you're going to do it that way, make sure that that regulator on that cylinder that you're using is what we call a two-stage regulator. Okay, so what that means is the cylinder itself could go up to 375 psi. After it goes over 375, it starts to blow off out the back side of it. And we've seen that when it's down south and it just gets hot. They kind of burp off too much pressure. So if that's like a barbecue grill type of regulator, don't do that. Those are rated for anywhere from 1 to 5 to 10 to 20 psi. And in your RV, everything in your RV is 6 ounces. It's not psi, pressure square inches, PS, pressure per ounce, PSO. Anyway, it's 6 ounces of pressure, or we say 11 inches of water column. So we need to make sure that that regulator that you have on that cylinder is set correctly to 11 inches of water column. Okay, that's what everything in your RV wants to see. Okay, so we need to make sure that regulator is set that way. Now what you're going to do is you're connected to that quick connect on the outside. That looks like it's the type that you might hook up an external stove or an outside barbecue grill or like a fire ring or something like that. So you're going to backfeed that and you're going to turn off the service valve at your tank. Technically, as long as that regulator, I'm going to stress that, as long as that regulator that you have on your external cylinder is rated for 11 inches of water column and your service valve is turned off, then yes, your plumbing lines, your gas-tight plumbing lines would then be hit with 6 ounces of pressure, and then you could run your generator that way. The only reason it would be important to close your service valve is because why would you use your little 20-pound cylinder to fill up your giant tank? You're going to lose all your pressure. So yes, you could turn that off. Let me make this recommendation though. So can you do that way? As long as that regulator was rated correctly, I don't see a technical, mathematical reason why it wouldn't work, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's not the right way to do it. Better, which I would recommend, is go to your AMSE tank and you're going to have your service valve on your AMSE tank, and then you're going to have the regulator right there. Okay, now that's the regulator that's rated for your RV, and it's also going to be set to 6 ounces or 11 inches water column. Now they have several manufacturers make them. Sturgis Day makes one, Stay Longer makes one, Marshall Excelsior makes one, and all you're going to do, I've done videos on these. So here's your AMSE tank. Okay, here's your service valve, and then here is your regulator. Okay, so coming out of the service valve, and then this goes into your RV to do all of your generator, your light, well, not your lights, your generator, your furnace, and all these types of things. They have an appliance that fits right here, and that's how I would recommend you do it. It goes right here, and so here's your little cylinder. Okay, LP 20, 30 or 40 pound cylinder, and then here's your service valve, and then you connect it right there. Then you do not put a regulator here, you just connect it to the cylinder and let the onboard RV regulator do all the regulation of it into your RV. I would much rather see you do it that way and use the regulator on the RV than the one you have on your cylinder. There's nothing wrong with the one you have on your cylinder as long as it's a two-stage regulator and the final output of that is 11 inches water column, but I just don't know that I would recommend that. I'd much rather see it done this way, and this is an easy operation to install. Like I said, I've got several videos of me putting these in, so strongly consider doing it this way, please. The manufacturers have designed it. The other thing you want to look at is NFPA 1192. NFPA 1192 has got all your standards for RVs, and Chapter 5 is the one that covers all standards for LP. So you can read to your heart's content. It's very well written, love it. Great page turner on all the regulations for everything LP in the NFPA 1192 Chapter 5. on all this, but I'm familiar with this. I don't see any reason. I can't visualize any code that says you're not supposed to do it that way. It's just highly not recommended. It's better to do it right here than where you're wanting to do it.